coat?
This portion of For the People, presented by Parliament, the cigarette that lets you enjoy true, rich tobacco flavor, because the filter is in, recessed in.
The right place, the right time, the right people, the right cigarette. Parliament, with the filter that's in, recessed in.
Parliament has made this different way to let you enjoy true, rich tobacco flavor. Flavor you find only in Parliament.
Parliament, with the filter that's in, recessed in.
Yes, like I say, the blade coming down the mustache will catch on the corners of the mustache and pull. The Persona blade, I can come right straight down in a real smooth stroke all the way through without chipping like this.
This is the luxury blade, Persona Stainless. Its exclusive British process gives you not just more, but better shaves.
I wouldn't even want to tell you how many I got because you wouldn't believe me.
Try Persona Stainless, the luxury blade. You'll get more shaves, better shave, or we'll buy you, or whatever blade you think is better.
Tony, 1 o'clock plane, sea, sun, stars, sailfish, remember? Phyllis?
That's all right. Haven't caught this one yet. He had him once.
Who? Tony what?
Had him on assault conviction. Instead of giving his girl a posy, he gave her a black eye.
Oh, yeah? What's he done now?
He's a subway knifer.
This kid?
He left a set of prints.
You're kidding. I can't believe it.
Believe it. Yeah, if I catch up with this kid, we'll close down a lot of open cases. One girl, 18, 16, 20, 18. This last one, 17. All innocent kids. Knives, every one of them.
And I had him?
Yeah. You had him once, put him away.
For what? 6 months?
It'll be longer this time.
Yeah.
Oh, go on. Get going. And don't leave a phone number.
Well, if this is the one he wants, but will this really give the fish a chance? Our last time south, which was our first time south, in fact, was our first vacation ever. All Mr. Costa got was a sunburn. 2nd-degree burns. Nope, he has to get at least one fish to redeem himself. What's that for?
For you, for cutting bait.
On the days when I'm not seasick. Wonderful. Will you wrap these, please?
Mrs. Foster?
Yes?
You don't know who I am, do you? I mean, you really don't.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
I'm a friend of your husband's. I saw him in court once. I think he's just about the greatest DA in the whole world.
Oh, thanks. I do, too.
I got in a little trouble once with a girl, and he persecuted me.
Prosecuted you?
Yes, ma'am. Well, anyway, it was nothing serious. Your husband was right. After that, we got to be good friends. My name's Buddy.
Buddy?
buddy Logan. I asked your husband if maybe he thought it was okay for somebody like me to go on to law school and be just like him. Hey, my father's gonna take me fishing. Maybe off the Gulf, huh?
Aren't you freezing, buddy? It's so cold out.
Oh, no. I'm a member of the Polar Bears Club. I'm going swimming off of Coney Island today, in the ice. I could do anything. See, I'm not really a member of the club, but they go, I go. I can stay in longer than any of them anyway.
Well, gee, that's great, but you're much too nice a young man to have a heart attack just because you're a,
Polar bear. And don't you worry about my heart, man. You know, it sure was lucky that I bumped into you here today.
Oh, my luck. How did you know who I was?
Here you are, Mrs. Coster. And tell your husband good luck.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, I'll take those for you.
Well, all right. Thanks.
Hey, here's the amateur!
Hi, fellas. Hi. Hey, you're a little lady. How do you like our local fan club here, huh?
Oh, yeah? Hi, ladies.
Well, come on. Last one of the water's a chicken. Hardest one out gets 2 dozen eggs. Yeah, and a bottle of brandy.
That's me, all the way to England, huh?
Sorry, get it
right. Our local fan. Come on, let's go. Come on. Everybody in, all right?
Go on, let's go!
Come on, kid. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Hey, buddy. Don't run off with the clothes, ladies. Let's go.
Oh, he's huge.
Yeah. Well, come on, what are you waiting for? Okay.
It must be crazy. I'm so cold now. So much. I love the amateur.
Fellas. Hey. Fellas. Fellas.
Almost ready. Honey, the most marvelous boy. Ooh, I don't know what you could have charged him with ever. Did all the last-minute errands for me.
Who?
He says he's your friend now, Buddy Logan.
What are you saying?
I just ran into him by chance at the tackle shop.
He was here?
Yes.
Where is he now?
He went swimming, I think, with the Eskimos. Penguins. Polar bears. What's the matter?
Honey, that kid is the subway killer. You know the knifer?
Dave, it's impossible. He was so...
Thank God you're all right.
Dave?
Did he say where he was going swimming?
Coney Island.
Homicide. Dave Coster. Buddy Logan. He's at Coney Island now.
Hey, you're a pretty crazy chick, you know that? What's your name?
Harry. Marco. What do you do with the brandy you won?
Huh? Oh, I don't know. I don't drink. You drink?
No.
Well, you cook eggs?
Yes. 8 ways. Why do you have that tiger on your arm?
That is my panther.
Oh. Oh, why?
Well, you see, one of my old men, like one of my fathers, he wasn't really my father. I had to call him all Dad. Like one time he got drunk, and he got mad at the old lady, and he took me out. I was 12. 12! He says to me, he says, "What do you want, kid? What do you want? Anything you want, anything." I guess he wanted one of us on his side, you know, either me or the old lady, my mother. So I said, Tattoo. Every time the old lady looks at it, she wants to belt me.
I can't keep up with you.
Yeah? Well, are you chasing me, or are you trying to catch me?
Catch you.
Oh, well, then I'll walk. You see, that way it's easier to catch up with me, but you still won't catch me. Is that a deal?
Okay.
Almost got me there.
Will you let me know, Jim? No, nothing special except that business of the kid visiting Custer's wife is kind of weird. All right, I'll talk to you.
Anything?
The Coney Island area alerted. If he's there, they get him.
Can't believe the stories he told us. Fantastic. He said I was his friend, his hero. I never even saw the kid after he was put away. It's incredible.
He's a maniac that makes everything credible.
What about before when we had him? Wasn't he a maniac then?
I don't know. They sent him up for psychiatric observation, didn't they?
Sure. Took a look at the psychiatric reports. Tendencies of this, symptoms of that. Here, you take him because we don't want him.
Well, you took him and you did your job. At least for 6 months, you didn't knife anybody.
Yeah. Just a little while ago. You know, I just thought of something.
What?
Oh, nothing that will help us now. But I remember before sentencing, when we had him, his lawyer made a big pitch to me about recommending probation. He'd gotten one of the youth agencies interested, I forget which one. And they wanted to supervise him. They wanted to put him under psychiatric treatment, something like that.
And you said no dice.
And I said no dice.
So?
So I wonder what would have happened if I had agreed and if the judge had gone for it.
What would have happened if Caesar hadn't crossed the Rubicon, huh? That's all business. You ought to think about that.
If you could have saved 5 lives, you got to think about it.
You really think treatment would have done that? You don't know.
No, you don't know. We played it according to the book.
So?
So did the doctor who made out that report. Everybody's covered. Except 5 girls are dead.
Ah, Dave. Now, the responsibility isn't ours. Go on, go fishing.
No. I want the case.
All right, if we get him.
We'll get him. Just hope it's before he gets itchy again. Tony, do me a favor, will you? Get a hold of that psychiatrist, Dr. Holland, at Bellevue.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to drop Phyllis off at home, and then I'm going on to Coney.
Her daddy said she couldn't go, even when I begged him so. That's why we ran away to save our wedding day. Now they can never, ever say no. You are the best. Ah, she is perfect. You know that, God? I know that, God. Oh, and she moves like a champion. She saw me in the water, too. Me. Please help me, God. She is so perfect. Help me.
You won't get your vitamins with just a hot dog for dinner.
No time to eat on bowling nights.
Hey, you haven't finished your dinner.
Too nervous to eat. Band concert's tonight. What's a mother to do?
Serve Total, the vitamin cereal for breakfast. The only leading cereal, hot or cold, with a whole day's vitamin supply. 1 bowl, 1 ounce gives you 100% of every minimum daily adult vitamin requirement now set by the U.S. government.
Enjoy Total every day. Feel vitamin safe all day.
What's this on the Cheerios?
My name?
Why?
Because they're all mine.
How about me?
You're just a girl.
But girls need go power, too.
Girls don't need to be strong, just pretty.
Girls need to stay strong, to stay pretty.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. 1 bowl.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Ma.
Hmm?
You can have all you want.
call you from Coney Island first chance I get. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Oh, don't worry about the tickets or anything. I'll get the travel agent started on refunds.
Okay, thank you, baby. We'll get away someday, I promise.
I know that. Just because I understood better, though, why you have to look for him. Why this is more your problem than anybody else's.
Well, for one thing, I know him by sight. Maybe I can help find him.
Well, that's one thing. What's another?
I can't help remembering that when I had him, he still hadn't killed yet. And I had him. I talked to him, I assessed him, I sized him up.
You're not a psychiatrist.
That's for sure.
What else were you supposed to do?
I could have recommended treatment. Instead, he got prison.
Oh.
Exactly.
Hey, Dave, would you drop me at the next corner? I better do some marketing.
Right there.
Yes. And when you catch him this time, what happens?
It's too late for anything, man.
You mean this time he's gone too far? Only the electric chair can square the continent.
I guess so.
What makes him less sick now than he was then? Seems to me if he needed treatment then, he needs it even more now.
Phyllis, it's too late for anything. 5 lives.
So why make it 6? Honey, the boy I saw was worth saving. He was charming and obviously bright.
Why does everybody confuse virtue with beauty? That kid's picture's gonna melt hearts from here to Seattle.
I didn't say he was virtuous. I said I thought he was worth saving. And I was going to add that I hope this time you'll try.
As you say, I'm no psychiatrist. I don't know what I'm going to do. Right now, all I want to do is find him and keep him away from girls and knives. Honey, I might be late. Maybe you better call your mother.
Maybe. Dave, be careful.
I will.
D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Dave, I've got Dr. Holland here, but he hasn't got any more idea than we have.
Put him on, will you, Tony?
Holland, doctor, where can I find that boy?
I wish I knew.
You know the boy I'm talking about, doctor? He's a boy you had under observation for 2 weeks. A boy you decided was as handsome and charming and normal as Jack Armstrong.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm trying my best to keep 5 lives from climbing all over my conscience, doctor. The effort annoys me.
Well, you'll forgive me for saying so, but that's your problem. Yes, I saw the boy for a total of maybe 2 hours out of the 2 weeks. Look, I don't know what you want, but
I guess I want somebody to hang 5 lives on.
Do you think I'm going to volunteer? You're crazy.
Where is he, Doc? Where would he go?
I looked up my notes. The boy has a mother. I should have seen her, but I didn't. Maybe she can help you find him.
Thanks. Sorry I got snotty.
Flash Gordon, firm of purpose, clear of vision, knew that the beautiful Dale Evans was in terrible trouble. The evil Emperor Ming, ruler of the planet Mongo, knew that Flash, that there be no light. It's me. To check in.
Did you find it?
We got the date or not?
How did you find out?
Listen, if you don't keep quiet, I'm going to talk in a very loud voice and sing church hymns so that all the neighbors will start throwing their garbage and their apple cores up here at us.
I don't know you.
You didn't know me on the beach.
Mom and Papa are asleep, and Papa would kill me if...
I'm going to wait down below.
I'm frightened.
I wouldn't. I won't hurt you. Really. Scout's honor. I mean, you're just a... I'll have a ball, that's all.
I thought I was jilted.
Jilted? That's for kids, right? And you're... You cold?
Aren't you?
Got my magic hat. My magic goggles. And my brandy.
You don't drink.
I just gotta hold it to keep me warm. Only pansies gotta drink. I'm the guy that goes swimming in sub-zero weather, remember? Yes or no?
Yes. Where are the eggs?
Down below, by the lamppost. And... I love you. I'll meet you down below, by the lamppost, next to the eggs. Is it an omelet?
An omelet. But just for a few minutes.
I have a very special interest in this case. If you can't tell me, if you don't know where he lives, maybe you can tell me who he sees, who he knows, Mrs. Williams.
That's a mistake everybody makes. It is not Williams. It is William. There is no S, sir. Sweet William. And that is my sweet William behind that bar. Oh, sweet Billy William runs his own bar. Oh, yes. Little Karina has married a bartender, a bar owner, and I am not ashamed. Ginger ale for myself. Now, but little George Washington's troops had to have their little ration of rum at Valley Forge, did they not? Oh, it's not an offense, our Lord. In moderation.
Mrs. Williams, I appeared in court against your son when he was being tried on the charge of assault. It's important to me to know, not as a district attorney, but for myself, to know whether what was done then was wrong, whether a real investigation on that minor charge could have saved us all this.
Now, Mr. Costa, say that is a Polish name, isn't that? Or is that German? Well, anyway, listen, my boy, my dear buddy, has never assaulted or murdered anyone ever. He loves me.
His friends, Mrs. William, his friends.
Now, listen, if you are who you say you are, if you are really that man who wants to put him in jail in this city, why then, you, sir, are one of his very best friends. Uh-huh. I know, 'cause he's talked to me so much about you. Hmm?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I know all about those little trips you take together.
Mrs. William, I don't know your son.
Shh. You men have your secrets. But you shouldn't let those newspapers say that my buddy is a murderer.
More ginger ale, Mama.
You know, the only thing I don't understand about Buddy, and I understand everything about my buddy, is why he won't call Sweet William Papa. Sweet William is much more decent than Buddy's own father ever was.
Now, don't you cry over spilt husbands, Corinna. Right, Mr. D.A.?
Yes, but I assure you these tears are not for Buddy's father. Anyway, my little old Sweet William's not gonna go get himself murdered in any army.
Mrs. William, his friends. Could you tell me the name?
3,000 miles behind the enemy lines, he was killed in action. In El Paso, Texas.
At this point, I don't really...
Oh, yes, he maneuvered. But he maneuvered more with women than with the army, I'm afraid. And when they buried him, and I have told this to Buddy 1,000 times, they were out there, and they were blowing taps, and they were putting his body in the ground. And it was beautiful. But I said out loud, and I really couldn't help myself, I said, well, at least I know where you are sleeping now. But Buddy is not like that, mister. Buddy is so clean. Buddy is so clean cut. Oh, mister. Why, he wouldn't touch a woman.
Hey, what's
do one better. Watch this.
You're crazy.
Great?
Slippy. Yes.
Batman. Her daddy said she couldn't go. That's why I begged him to say no. That's why we ran away to have our wedding day.
You are great.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We better go. No, I can't.
You never can tell when that irresistible urge will strike. And you just have to have something indescribably delicious.
Give in to the urge for mounds. Have a bar of Peter Paul mounds. Give in to the chocolate delight, to the coconut tender and white. Give in.
Make life a little sweeter with an irresistible Mounds bar from Peter Paul. Indescribably delicious. And here's another irresistible double bar from Peter Paul. New almond cluster. Twin temptations of toasted almonds, milk chocolate, and the magic of malt crunch. Peter Paul almond cluster. Indescribably delicious.
For the People, presented by Peter Paul Mounds, indescribably delicious, and by the Big G General Mills cereals, makers of Cheerios. For the People, presented by New Q toothpaste, recognized effective against cavities.
No matter what shape your stomach's in, when it gets out of shape, take Alka-Seltzer. Alka-Seltzer relieves the flutters, calms the nervous feeling, relieves heartburn, relieves the stuffy feeling, and relieves a headache. Better than any other antacid. Better than anything you can get without a prescription. Anything.
Sometimes extra protection is best. That's true of vitamin tablets, too. Moisture in the air can attack poorly protected vitamins, cause them to lose potency. But pharmaceutical quality one-a-days are double sealed to seal moisture out, seal potency in. You can trust one-a-day vitamins to be fully potent because they're double sealed.
Dave, go home. They'll pick up the boys soon. I know how this bugs you.
It does, but it's all right. They'll get him.
Yeah. Homicide found most of the polar bears. The boy was with him. They're only 7 steps behind him, Dave.
I saw the mother. Tony, what kind of a business are we in? Homicide's had a half a dozen confessions to the knife murder. Just today.
Usual nuts.
The mother's a usual nut. She turned out a kid who's not so usual. Why don't we give them what they're looking for? A cell, a bunk, a daddy to punish them, a life's career making license. What's the matter, Tony?
There was a girl on the beach today, cheering on the polar bears. She took a fancy to our boy. She ran the 4-minute mile with him.
What?
Flatbush. They reported him missing. She went to bed, and by 10 o'clock she had checked out. Her father hadn't been in such a rage. He'd have called in the local boyfriends before he reported it. It wouldn't have been able to have been put together
death watch.
It could turn out to be like that, yeah.
My Civil War records. That's all I got. Not much of a collection, right? I like them all right. I'm always moving. Ah, perfect. Right on, huh? I never miss. Well, that's where you gotta be. You gotta move around a lot, too, in my profession.
What do you do?
Oh, lots of things. Like, for example, I'm a lifeguard in the summer. And, in the winter, I'm a lifeguard. At a hotel. I was the world's greatest Santa Claus in Miami at Christmas time. Oh, you should have seen me. And you should have seen what those little rich brats asked for. And I'm always moving around all the time. Watch this. And with them all. Yeah, it's about time for me to move again, too, you know? I mean, I wouldn't want to be too far away from my father now, would I? My real dad lives,
I hate my father.
Don't say that. I've had enough of that, haven't you?
I do. I love my mother, but I hate my father. I got a tooth chip back here once. Look.
Oh, yeah.
It's where he hit me once.
What did he do that for?
Being out late.
You're out late now, aren't you?
Yes. And that's really why I came with you. Because I like you, but because I want him.
Oh, you don't even know my name.
No. What is your name?
She goes out with me, she comes home with me, and she doesn't know my name. You know, you must want your old man to belt you. I'm gonna give you a good one. My name changes.
How can it change?
I had to. I mean, it had to. I mean, it was always the guy's name, you know? The old man. And the old man, he changed all the time. Oh, did we move a lot of places, too. See, my mother, she's respectable. And she changed the house, and she changed the apartment, and everything else, every time she changed the name, the old man. And now she goes to church. And even from up where she is, and she calls her bar a rescue mission.
I love you.
And so everybody calls me Buddy. All the old men do. Even Sweet William. You see, when you're with my mother, you need a buddy. They do, I guess. Well, anyway, I told you that already. Wait till you meet my real dad. My real dad is so great. You know, he's a district attorney. And he's going to take me fishing. Yeah. Oh, he got me a fishing pole and equipment and everything else. He only lives a few blocks away. Oh, I don't know what we're going to do. Probably hunt for whales.
Oh. I do love you.
Please don't say that. Will you stay here with me?
Oh, I don't know. If I stay out all night, my father will kill me.
Oh, it's already morning anyway. Come on. You know, you don't ever have to leave. I want you to stay. I'll sleep on the floor. I'll sleep right here on the floor. I've done it lots of times before. I used to sleep on the floor all the time, and they, my mother and the old man, they'd sleep on, in the bed. Oh, tomorrow's gonna be fine. You'll see. Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. We are weak, and he is strong. Little folks I'm asleep.
Teresa's in bed every night at 9 o'clock. Her mother says, you know, let her go to the dances. You know, those new dancers, they dance, but they don't touch, huh? You know, somehow I think that's worse. 9 o'clock, every night Teresa's in bed, and I never let her go to those dances.
I tell him 9 o'clock. A girl will run away if she's in bed at 9 o'clock.
You know this boy? I'm gonna kill that boy. Look, if he so much as put his hand on my little girl, I tell you, I'm gonna kill him.
I don't think that's such a great idea, Mr. Marco. Now, why don't you just...
He doesn't mean it. He's...
No. I mean it. I'm gonna kill him. See, you won't do it. But I will. You had him. See, I'm not a dope. I read the newspapers. You had him. Huh? And then, I don't know, you think he's a nice boy, so you send him home.
We put him in jail for 6 months.
What's that, 6 months? It's enough time to learn some new tricks, that's what it is.
Why don't you tell us if you know him? If you ever saw him around the neighborhood?
We told the police. We never saw him before.
All I want is to get my hands on him. All I want is my little girl. I want my girl to come home.
Bravo! Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I do the same thing with a 2-quart bottle, you know. Get the wind blowing in the right direction.
Buddy, after breakfast, I've got to phone home. Just my mother.
Oh, no. You ready for this? Huh? You watching?
Well, why?
It's my disguise.
What do you need a disguise for?
I'm wanted. You better get one, too.
Why are you wanted?
Everybody wants a guy like me. You do, don't you? Well, don't you?
I don't know. Your eggs are ready. Yes.
Great. You know, not every girl will come up here with me like you did last night. Anybody else would be gone by now. How'd I do? Perfect? Hey, look at that. Hey, even my dad isn't going to recognize me.
Is that where you're going?
Yeah, that's why I'm going, sure. I have to get my fishing pole and my bait knife. That knife is very important.
Buddy, I've got to phone one.
No! I told you we're both wanted. You're wanted and I'm wanted. I told you that.
Buddy? Buddy!
That's why we need the disguises.
That's not you. Oh.
That's what I keep thinking, too, you know? I don't know. Sometimes I think it's me. I mean, that's my picture, right? That's me. Oh, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think it's not me. I read about it sometimes. Like this morning, I read about it while I was out getting the breakfast stuff while you were asleep. But, I give a guy a dime on a corner for a paper, and he looks at me, and looks right at me, doesn't say anything. He doesn't think it's me. I mean, he really hardly even looks at me. Then I read what this guy's done. I think maybe if it's not me, well, it ought to be me. I mean, because that guy is, like, crazy.
picture of me before either. You know, you're wanted too. Even one of two things. You're with a killer, or you're a juvenile delinquent. Even though we haven't done anything.
Buddy, I want to go home, please.
No!
Please.
You can't. I mean, your father hit you in the mouth the last time he tried something like this, right? I haven't done anything, right?
I'm coming. Believe me, I'm coming. Oh, you're ruining Schubert. Whoever you are, no.
Ma'am, if you just give me a cup of coffee, ma'am, I drink it real fast and go right away, honest.
Please, I'm very busy right now, and my husband's in the other room.
No, he's not.
Look, you've got to get out. Instantly. I'll scream.
You don't want to scream, ma'am. Nobody pays any attention to screams anymore. Gotta be quiet. Don't scream. Just came for my things. And where's my dad?
What are you talking about?
Mr. Coster. He promised me he was going to take me fishing, and... well, I don't know for what kind of fish.
Well, I'll call him.
No. Don't call him, ma'am. I wouldn't want you to do that. I mean, he's busy working, right? I mean, you just don't understand about these things. You can't be calling him up every 5 minutes with all your little problems at home. You gotta let the man work. You can't call him. You gotta let him work. Oh, gee, I'm really sorry about that. Gosh, I don't know how I could have been so clumsy. I'll take my fishing pole now and my bait knife.
Well, I'll give you the fishing rod.
And my bait knife.
Why?
Ma'am, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Buddy, where's the girl?
I could tell you almost every restaurant you've eaten in now for months. See, what I do is I follow you and I wait outside and watch when I'm not working.
Buddy, the fishing rod's in the bedroom. I'll get it for you.
Okay, yeah, I'm really sorry about this.
I'll get it for you.
I don't know how I could have been so clumsy. Just before the battle, mother, I am thinking most of you, while upon the field I'm watching, is the enemy.
The Duchess is entertaining at her cottage tonight. Just potluck for a few old friends. Nothing special at all, really, except for the cigarettes.
Permit me, Duchess.
Thank you, Poopsie. What is she smoking?
The Duchess?
Yes, what is it? Galaxy.
Galaxy? Is that new? Galaxy is very new. It's the filter cigarette with charcoal granules for a dividend in flavor. Flavor in the blend from pedigreed tobacco. Flavor at the end on your side of the filter. And Galaxy has another dividend. Dividend coupons.
You save these coupons, Duchess?
Of course, Poopsie. Whatever for?
Gifts. Free gifts. However, do you suppose I furnish this place?
Start collecting dividend coupons with new Galaxy and with Alpine menthol cigarettes, too.
I gave it to him. I gave him the knife. And I know what he wanted it for. You know what he wanted it for, Dave.
Easy, Phil. He couldn't do anything else. I should have been here.
He's going to kill that girl. And I gave him the knife.
Yeah, the kid's been able to get his own supply of knives, Mrs. Coster. There's no shortage of them in the city.
At least we know now that his meeting you in the tackle shop was no accident. He's got a thing about Mr. Coster, and he's been keeping tabs on both of you.
Maybe he'll show up again.
Before he kills the girl or after? Come on, Mr. Coster, relax. We do what we can do. You do what you can do.
I gave him the knife.
The girl might have been dead before he got here, Mrs. Coster. You don't know.
Every cop in the city's got his picture. It's on every news show on television. And every paper that thinks crime means something has got his picture on the front page. I'll tell you, from 20 years of rotten hack work, once you know who your man is, if you know it that well, he's got a day. 2 days at the most.
But he's got a girl with him, and he's going to kill her.
You still think he's worth saving?
Of course.
We aren't open yet. You get out of here. If you don't want me to call the cops.
I don't want you to call the cops, Sweet William. I just want to talk to the old lady for a minute.
And don't call me Sweet William.
I'm sorry.
You don't show no respect, you little punk. You killed that girl. Corinna! Corinna!
Boy, I sure don't get very quick service around here. Say, how about a real fisherman's drink, Pops?
Corinna!
A drink.
Buddy, I will not have you taking a drink, and you know it. That's for medicinal purposes only.
Look, I got a new fishing pole. I'm going fishing.
Now listen, buddy. We haven't been able to open this bar today just on account of you. Now, you didn't do all those things that people are saying you did you?
No?
Well, then you go right out there and you tell them you didn't. You march right out there and you tell all those crazy reporters and those detectives and that Mr. District Attorney that my little boy wouldn't hurt anybody.
Well, they're not all those cops are such bad guys, you know.
Corinna, you gotta get him out of here. You gotta make him...
That's enough out of you. Now, Buddy is going to do the right thing because Buddy has always done the right thing. Okay, Sweet William, give him a drink now. Now you drink that down, Buddy, for medicinal purposes. Go on down. Now, okay. Now your head is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, where is that girl? That little girl in the newspapers.
Yes, ma'am.
Where?
In my room, Mother.
And where was she last night?
It's in my room, too.
Buddy! Buddy! Now, don't you ever, ever, ever do anything like that again. Keeping a girl in your room overnight. Now, where is this little room?
It's on Bank Street, number 317.
And what goes on in that little room?
Nothing, Mother. It's just my room, and nothing will ever go on in there. Nothing will ever go on. She slept on the mattress, and I slept on the floor. That's what goes on. The floor. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. Nothing.
Yes, this is Coster.
Buddy has been here. He's destroyed $1,000 worth of stock. It's just all gone. He has never been like this before, ever.
Where is he, Mrs. William?
Tell him, Corinna. Corinna, tell him.
Well, you probably think I didn't get my fishing pole, huh? You're wrong. It just so happens, ma'am, that I did. Except I just kind of disposed of it along the way. My dad's not going to be too happy about that. I mean, that was a neat pole. It cost maybe $200. But I guess I just threw it at somebody. It was a beauty. But I got my bait knife. I got my bait knife. Boy, this knife. You know, I could be happy just cutting bait for my dad with this knife. I mean, I'd just cut it and put it on the hook, and wango, he catches a fish. Oh, don't cry. I love you. You know that. Oh, come on, you're just scared from that stuff you read in the newspapers. Don't be scared of that. Half of that's not true. Oh, they said I got picked up for stealing in, where was it? Boston. All I did was go into an old Army-Navy store, and I took a couple of bayonets, but it seemed like I had a right to them. I'm an ex-Marine.
Buddy, let me go.
I can't.
Why?
Well, because you'd go out and tell everybody that nothing happened, wouldn't you?
No, I won't tell anybody anything.
Yeah, well, you say that now, but no, you'd go out and laugh at me, wouldn't you?
No.
Look, nobody else 12 years old ever had a tattoo. You know, you're very pretty. You know that? Buddy! Buddy! Buddy, let me in! Who's that? Who do you suppose that is?
Let me try to break down the door, Dave.
No, it's a fire door. There isn't enough time.
It's Dave Coster. Who's Dave Coster? You've got my fishing rod. And you've got my bait knife, buddy. Let me in. You didn't give me that fishing rod! You were gonna take me fishing anyway! You had me a lousy couple of months and you let me go. Buddy. You had me and you let me go! Buddy, let me in. And I won't let you down again, I promise. Buddy, let me in. And we'll keep you forever.
Buddy, it's your father. Let him in.
I'm sorry, Dad, that I lost the fishing pole, but I still have the knife. And I didn't really steal it, did I? It's all right, buddy. Just let me in. I didn't hurt anybody with it, did I? Did I? No, you didn't, buddy. And, Dad, I'd do anything for you. I would. I mean, I'd jump on the back of a big old whale with this little old knife, Dad. For you! For you! For you! Oh, my.
Why did you do that?
Oh, a very special tooth, too. It's gonna last you a lifetime.
A lifetime?
And I've got something special for it. For your brand new tooth, a brand new toothpaste, Q.
Now, teeth that must last a lifetime can have a lifetime of fewer cavities with Q, the new cavity preventive. Fewer cavities in a program of regular checkups, watching the treats, regular brushing, with Q. A lifetime of fewer cavities that can spare you needless pain, needless worry, needless dental problems. A promise based on clinical tests of Q's exclusive fluoractin formula. And Q wins official recognition. Read the official statement of the Council on Dental Therapeutics, American Dental Association. It's on every carton.
You taste much better, too.
Start today on a lifetime of fewer cavities for your family with Q.
This portion of For the People, presented by Galaxy, the cigarette that has a filter with charcoal. And dividend coupons, good for free gifts.
Bye.